The author opens this book with the following 3 quotes. The first is by Paul Valéry. Your ideas are terrifying, and your hearts are faint. Your acts of pity and cruelty are absurd, committed with no calm, as if they were irresistible. Finally, you fear blood more and more, blood and time. The second quote that opens this book is by Jacob Böhm. It is not to be thought that the life of darkness is sunk in misery and lost as if in sorrowing. There is no sorrowing, for sorrow is a thing that is swallowed up in death, and death and dying are the very life of the darkness. The third and final quote to open this book is taken from the Yuma Daily Sun, published on June 13th, 1982. Clark, who led last year's expedition to the Afar region of northern Ethiopia, and UC Berkeley colleague Tim D. White also said that a re-examination of a 300,000-year-old fossil skull found in the same region earlier shows evidence of having been scalped. And now, Blood Meridian.
Chapter 1. Childhood in Tennessee. Runs away. New Orleans. Fights. Is shot. To Galveston. Nacogdoches. The Reverend Green. Judge Holden. An affray. Toadvine. Burning of the hotel. Escape. See the child. He's pale and thin. He wears a thin and ragged linen shirt. He stokes the scullery fire. Outside lie dark-turned fields with rags of snow and darker woods beyond that harbor yet a few last wolves. His folk are known for hewers of wood and drawers of water, but in truth his father has been a schoolmaster. He lies in drink. He quotes from poets whose names are now lost. The boy crouches by the fire and watches him. Night of your birth, 33. The Leonids, they were called. God, the stars did fall. I looked for blackness, holes in the heavens. The dipper stove. The mother, dead these 14 years, did incubate in her own bosom the creature who would carry her off. The father never speaks her name. The child doesn't know it. He has a sister in this world that he will not see again. He watches, pale and unwashed. He can neither read nor write, and in him broods already a taste for mindless violence. All history present in that visage. The child, the father of the man.
There we go.
At 14, he runs away.
Yeah.
He will not see again the freezing kitchen house in the pre-dawn dark, the firewood, the washpots. He wanders west as far as Memphis, a solitary migrant upon that flat and pastoral landscape. Blacks in the fields, lank and stooped, their fingers spider-like among the bowls of cotton. A shadowed agony in the garden. Against the sun's declining, figures moving in the slower dusk across a paper skyline. A lone, dark husbandman pursuing a mule and harrow down the rain-blown bottom toward night. A year later, he's in St. Louis. He is taken on for New Orleans aboard a flatboat. 42 days on the river. At night, the steamboats hoot and trudge past through black waters all alight in the cities afield. They break up the float and sell the lumber, and he walks in the streets and hears tongues he has not heard before. He lives in a room above a courtyard behind a tavern, and he comes down at night like some fairy book beast to fight with the sailors. He's not big, but he has big wrists, big hands. His shoulders are set close. The child's face is curiously untouched behind the scars, the eyes oddly innocent. They fight with fists, with feet, with bottles or knives. All races, all breeds. Men whose speech sounds like the grunting of apes. Men from lands so far and queer that standing over them where they lie bleeding in the mud, he feels mankind itself vindicated. On a certain night, a Maltese bosun shoots a